Well, in this episode, we're going to see boat stuff. We're going to talk about boat stuff. We're going to hear about boat stuff. We might even smell some boat stuff. Whoa. My name is Rick, and I have a sailboat on the San Francisco Bay. Join me as I refit sailing vessel Frog's Leap with an eye towards taking her to warmer places. I get to spend only a few days each month on the boat. That's why I call the channel Marina Queen. It's time for the travel montage. Well, I'm back on the boat. It's Tuesday evening, and I'm going to take a look at the electrical panel now, and I'll show you how I set that up when I leave. Well, this is the switch panel, and the thing to note about it is that all my DC stuff is off on this side. This is the DC side of the panel, and then this is the AC side of the panel. I have all the switches turned off, but it doesn't really matter about these switches because you'll also notice that I have the battery switch in the off position. And so what that means is none of these DC loads are going to draw any current anyway. The charger still will charge these batteries in the off position, so off is fine. The other thing here is on the main side, you've got main AC, and you'll see I've got the outlets on and I've got the battery charger on. It doesn't really matter about the outlets. I could have turned that off. Nobody's going to use the outlets while I'm gone. This is the way I left it. I would probably do that in the future. The battery charger, though, that's critical. That needs to be on. So AC comes on and then these come on. This is the bilge pump switch, and this will work with this in the off position and AC off. This is still to the battery. So, and I've tested that before. So, well, good morning, everyone. It's probably around 8 in the morning on Wednesday morning. I arrived at the boat last night around 9-ish. Normally I would get in a little bit earlier, but when you own a boat that's geographically distant from where you live, if you forget anything, that could be a big problem because you're waiting a whole month to come to the boat. Well, this time I got off the airplane, I went to where you go pick up the Uber. I looked at my phone's charge and I was at 50%. And then it occurred to me that I forgot my charging cable. Well, I was going to get water on Thursday, so I changed my plans. What's cool about the Uber application on the iPhone is that you can change your request to include more than one stop. So before I completed my request, I changed it and I went, let's go to Walmart and then let's go to the marina. So I got pretty late, probably around 9, and I pretty much just went to bed. So it's Wednesday morning. I'm super eager to get started. So I'm going to do the stuff in the salon first, then we'll work to the engine compartment, and then we'll see where we go from there. Woo! So the first thing I want to do is cover these holes that were left from the removal of the salon heater that connected to that coolant loop on the engine. This channel's awesome. You know it, I know it, the American people know it. So give it a subscribe. Yes! Okay, so I have this piece of plastic here, and you can see there's some holes here, some screw holes, and I've got the screws up on the counter. So I'm gonna just put this up here like this, line up those holes, drill those holes out, and screw this on. Easy. Well, I found these go in better if I put the screws in first. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, okay. Okay, doggy. Okay, doggy. I might put some silicone behind that later. And I might not. Alright, so this is the smaller piece. I just used the Mark 1 eyeball and put those in there. I think I'll be close enough, and if not, I'll come in with a little bit bigger bit. But I think I'm going to be pretty close. I'm dealing with such a small piece. So let's go ahead and do it. Not bad. Very good. So let's do that again over here. Mark 1 eyeball. Right. I think I'm right there, right? That's good. So we'll just, and then we'll just see how close I came. Okay, so let's put this piece in now. What was here before was the switch to turn the fan on here. There we go. This week I'm taking a break from well, I'm not taking a complete break. I still do the protein bars, but you know what? Yeah, protein shake. I should just call it Big Gulp, because you can do it in one gulp. Show you is something I've been kind of playing with since I got the boat, and that is some of the dogs that hold the port lights on. You know, they just break after a time. They're these plastic things, and the plastic's really nice in that you can get a good grip on it, but it also looks the age of the boat, right? Boat's an 87, so plastic parts, I don't know, they kind of scream 80s to me. Let me show you what I got. There we go. So what I'm going to do is the bolt will come through, and then the stainless steel washer on top of that, and I'm hoping that'll look cool. A little bit of nautical and a little bit of contrast. And I know these are dissimilar too, and they're directly on each other, but what I'm going to do is probably put a little bit of Lanacoat on these fittings and the dogs themselves, and that should help. All right, let's check it out. Well, next week we'll continue the saga of those port light dogs, and we'll install that temperature sender in the cooling system. Stay tuned. New episode every Sunday. I'm not as pink as you confused I am.